Atomicon 2025 is coming May 3rd and 4th at the Trident Technical College Convention Center in North Charleston, South Carolina. This fan-driven celebration of all things geeky celebrates its 11th year with guest of honor Delilah Dawson's Charleston Absent Friends, the annual film festival, panels, podcasts, costume contests, and so much more. Go to atomicon.org for tickets and more information, and we'll see you there.
Valmont, The Black Raven Chronicles, written by Jonathan Miller, produced at FBL Studios in Charleston, South Carolina. Original compositions by Paul Flowers. Chapter 3, The Client.
Damn it, this is the 7th missing persons case this week, Thomas. Where do all these people keep going?
You're asking the wrong person. That's the $64,000 question, isn't it? Think maybe Chuckles has moved on up to human trafficking?
Not his style. He doesn't even like pushers near his club. Extortion, gun running, bank robbery, those are Chuckles' games. This is a new player entirely.
I'm Thomas. In my office now.
Oh crap, did you file that chain of custody?
My pride is hurt that you think so less of me. I didn't forget. Got the stamp form right here. What do you think this is all about?
Quit yakking and shut the fucking door.
All right. You don't have to tell me twice. Shut the damn door.
Special Division needs a new sergeant and lieutenant. Give me those detective badges.
Special Division? What happened to Toombs and Lewis?
You know those missing persons you've been working?
About 24 reported within the last 6 or so weeks, with no connection between them whatsoever. What about them?
It's now the same case. Here, sign these.
Bureau of Anomalous Research and Defense? Wait a minute, Cap. These are federal NDAs. What the hell is going on?
There's a reason it's called Special Division. Sign the paper so I can read you in. Time isn't on our side, Clyde.
I made my way back to the bunker to collect my knife and gun and see if the doc could make any sense of what happened to me with those blood tests. I still didn't buy this whole vampire spiel, but I know I was attacked. I saw my old shirt with my own eyes. I'm not saying I should be dead, but there's no way I shouldn't be banged up and much worse off than I am. I was almost to his office door when I heard the arguing and saw the girl walk out and towards me in the hall. She was dressed like a cross between a dominatrix and an 80s action movie cop.
I need more information than just that you are running tests, Doctor. I will be back after I meet with our representative. Hopefully he has been more resourceful. Watch where you're going, you big oaf.
Oaf? Who the hell uses words like oaf anymore? Honestly, this girl had a chip on her shoulder the size of Texas. I wondered for a second how some girl who looked like she was barely legal could have that much attitude. I guess she thought I was staring because she came back and swung to slap me, but I caught her hand.
How did you...
I don't know what your problem is, little girl, but I am not even remotely in the mood for your crap.
Don't call me little girl. I'm far older than you think. And I don't appreciate men ogling me perversely.
Ogling you? Kid, you ran into me and then got rude. I was just trying to see if you could fit through the door with that giant chip on your damn shoulder. Did they stop teaching you kids manners while I was overseas?
Perhaps you're right. I beg your pardon. I forgot myself, it seems.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Is Doc Johnson in there?
Yes, he's with Dr. Simmons. Are you a patient?
Something like that. Got the doc checking some stuff for me. Thanks, kid.
I'm not a kid.
The reports said the patient was exposed and near death. He should have been kept here and monitored.
The report was wrong. His injuries were superficial, and there was no evidence he was exposed. I checked his blood work several times myself. This is my facility, and I will treat patients as I see fit. Remember, Dr. Simons, you are here as a guest. I am here under the purview of the council itself.
Be that as it may, I am here because my expertise in viral infections is crucial to finding a treatment for this mess. Who are you, and what do you want?
Sorry, just here to speak to the doc.
Yes, this young man is a private detective searching for a lost dog, and I had some information for him. Right this way, son. I'll be right back with you, Dr. Simon. I'm sorry, Mr. Valmont. This is not a good time. And I don't have the results for those tests yet, I'm afraid.
Well, that's disappointing. But I also came to get some personal effects.
Oh, yes, of course, your belongings. I have them right here in my desk. We were so distracted this morning, I plumb forgot we'd taken them off here. And then I opened my desk and got quite the shock. I'm not used to weapons in my facility.
Makes sense. So what's up with Igor over there? Was he talking about me?
He was, and don't mention anything about the event. I'm not sure why I do not trust Dr. Simon in the least. I feel like he's up to something, but I can't figure out what.
Yeah, I'm kind of booked up on cases, Doc. I'd offer to help you out.
Oh, heavens no, Afraig. I want you nowhere near him. Please trust me on that. He definitely doesn't have your best interest in mind.
Well, if you need me to take out his leg, just let me know. I kind of feel like I owe you a freebie after last night.
Well, if my hunch about you is right, I will be calling you to collect on that, sir. You could be more help than you know.
Hey! You can't park... Oh, great, it's you.
Murray! Hey, buddy, how's the arm doing? Murray had thought he could strong-arm me one day, so I thanked him for it by dislocating his elbow.
It's just fine, Mr. Valmont.
Good to hear. Let me know if you ever want a rematch, buddy. Guess he doesn't want to go for round 2. Shame that.
Oh, hello, Mr. Velma. Would you like me to get you a table? We have a few in the reserved area. Mr. Simmons has us hold them for VIPs like you. I'll even take care of you personally. I'll make sure you have everything you need.
The red hair and curves definitely had me consider just what it was I might need for a moment. Fishnet stockings and pencil skirt, but her uniform probably added a few seconds pause, but I wasn't here for pleasure. Sorry, miss. It's business only tonight.
It's always business, Mr. Velma. One of these days, you're going to have some fun. Just let me know when you do tall, dark, and handsome.
You didn't need to be a psychic to know what kind of fun she had in mind. A younger me might have been ready to go, but it had been too weird of a day. And I really was just hoping Chuckles' little job would be my normal style of hired gun work. Honestly, I could use some normal.
Evening, Valmont.
How's it going, Frank? Is he up there?
Yeah, boss is meeting with someone, but you can go up.
You gotta see a tailor, Frank. Your gun is bulging out.
What? Oh, shit. I thought I got that zipper fixed.
I meant the other gun, Frank.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense. Hey, Valmont.
Yeah.
I never got a chance to say thanks for you handling that thing with my niece. She's kind of like a daughter to me, so I appreciate that.
A couple of months ago, Frank had come to me suspicious that his niece was in an abusive relationship. I confirmed as much, and then held that little punk over the Raven River Bridge until he pissed himself and swore to never go near her again. Don't mention it. Things like that need to be done. I hope she's doing better now, buddy.
Yeah, she moved in with me and Trevor right after, and she's been seeing a real nice guy.
Well, if he ever isn't nice, call me and I'll handle it. That goes for Trevor, too.
I assume you understand the severity of the situation. I would hate for something to happen to the Lady Nightwood on your watch. It could severely damage our relationship.
While I appreciate your concern, Mr. Kane, I can assure you I have arranged a more than capable escort who could... Speak of the devil, Afraig wanted me. I knew you would not disappoint. This is a Mr. Kane, a guest, who I now believe will be satisfied and taking his leave.
Leslie's facade may not have broken, but I could tell this man made him uncomfortable. As he stood, he came close to my height and build. The biggest difference between us was his hair, long and gray, as if it had seen the passage of many years. But his eyes and skin looked young and vibrant. He reached out his hand, which I took. Not expecting him to squeeze like he did, a smile flashed across his face, and then vanished when I squeezed back.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Afraig. I can see Mr. Simon has everything quite in hand. Seems I won't be needed here after all. Good evening to you both.
I'm happy you're here. Our guest hasn't arrived yet, so let's just relax. Mi casa es su casa.
It was just for a second. So brief, I barely turned my head to him in time to catch it, but Chuckles' facade broke, and in that instant, I saw he was afraid. Of what, I had no idea, but I was sure it was something to do with this Kane I had just met.
Here's your whiskeys and your cigars, Mr. Simon. There be anything else you'll be needing?
Oh, no need to call me Mr. Simon, Shell. Chuckles will be fine. We'll call you if we need anything else.
New employee?
Yes, Frank's dear niece. She's working her way through college, so I decided to give her a job. After all, Frank is like family.
Pat's Frank's niece? I really don't see it.
Well, she's not the one you're thinking of. She's the older sister. But yes, Frank is definitely singular in his family.
You're a regular philanthropist, Leslie. So what's the deal with that Kane guy?
He's kind of like competition. He wants to take over the town, as it were.
He wants to muscle you out? Wow, he's got a pair on him.
No, he wants to replace my benefactors, Afraig. He wants me to work for him.
Okay, you have got to level with me here, Leslie. Who are these benefactors? Why are you being so mysterious about them? What's the deal?
I'm not really sure the best way to explain this to you, Afraig. I can assure you they're not bad guys. They just needed a bad guy, and I fit. There's this quite a complicated story.
Look, I can't handle any more surprises today, Leslie. It has just been weird. First, I wake up on a slab in an underground bunker. Then this dwarf tries to tell me I died and came back a vampire. A vampire, of all things. And honestly, I gotta tell you, I've never seen that look on your face before.
Wait, you were in Dr. Johnson's facility?
Yeah, I was. Wait a minute. How do you know about Doc Johnson? We're fine, Mindy, thanks, but the conversation just got serious.
What the hell are you doing here?
Wait, you two know each other? How's that possible? When could the two of you have met?
She tried to slap me earlier. What, is she Frank's niece too?
I already apologized for my rudeness, and if you weren't so garish, I would never have reacted that way.
What the fuck is garish? And honestly, how do you get around with that chip on your shoulder? It's fucking massive.
Afraid. This is Kira Nightwood. She is the fixer. Kira, this is the man I've asked to assist in protection.
No way. Just not happening. This is getting too far into the Twilight Zone for me. I don't even want to find that damn dog anymore.
Afraid, please. I went to you because they need your help, my friend. I need your help.
Fine. I'll help. Is she supposed to fix a computer? She's barely 18.
I am older than you think.
Fine. You're 21. Whatever.
Afraid, I will explain everything, but first, what were you doing with Dr. Johnson?
Well, long story short, I got jumped and stabbed. The doc patched me up, but then he was all worried I had some virus. He ran some tests, and it looks like I'm immune to whatever it is.
Wait. Approchez-vous. Wait, You're immune? You're immune to the vampire virus.
Wait, you believe in vampires? Hey, keep your hands off, lady. Holy fuck, shit! She's a fucking vampire.
Ow. How is he so strong?
Indy, I need you to bring me the bottle and leave it. You know what? Bring a second bottle, too.
Mindy, if you would, please. Afraid, why don't you sit down and breathe? I will have Kia explain. I promise you, everything is gonna be fine.
Vampires are real? So that thing that tried to kill me really was a vampire? Wait, you've been working for vampires? Are you working for vampires? Are you a vampire, Chuckles? You have to tell me the truth if I ask, right?
Afraid, I work with the vampires and several others who have resided here for quite some time. I act as their go-between, their concierge, if you will.
Are you delivering homeless people as something to eat?
That is a vicious stereotype. My people rarely drink from humans. It's frowned upon outside of a romantic relationship.
Say that to your buddy that jumped me in the old tunnels.
That thing is not my buddy. It is an abomination, and it threatens to destroy everything we have built here.
Velma, what were you doing in those tunnels?
I was looking for that damn dog. What is so damn funny?
For centuries, we've hidden ourselves and our world from your kind, and you stumble upon it looking for a lost puppy? It's quite funny.
Yeah, hilarious. How the hell did that thing that attacked me get down there if you guys are doing so well running the place?
Kia, if I may, Afraid, this is what Kia is here to find out. They have lived beneath the city for hundreds of years. Kira was born in those tunnels.
She was born in the old tunnels. Why not in the doc's facility? Or at the hospital, for that matter?
Because they didn't exist when I was born.
That bunker is almost 100 years old. And the hospital is older than that. Who was president when you were born?
I was in my 40s when Washington became president. Does that count?
Holy shit, you're serious? You were born before the Revolutionary War?
By a few decades, mon ami.
Damn. And to think I called you kid earlier.
Yes, I know. Eternal youth can be quite annoying.
Wait, eternal youth? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to start at the beginning.
I can do that. It's definitely beneficial if you know the truth now. There are 4 general types of vampires: cursed, natural, turned, and infected. Cursed vampires are created by powerful magic, usually by God herself or a lesser god. They number maybe a handful. They're immortal, cursed to be outcast, hated, and shunned. They have a lot of the movie weaknesses, except the whole killing them thing. Generally, they wander and avoid any contact with society for a lengthy period of time.
So like Dracula, then?
Yes, Vlad Tepes was the most famous cursed vampire. He kept to the outskirts of the old country mostly. Next are natural vampires, like me. We trace our lineage all the way back to Lilith. When she was cast out of Eden, she was raped by a human. The child born of that violation was the first vampire. Given superior strength, health, and senses, as well as the longevity to rival the ancients of Abraham, every natural-born vampire is descended from that line. Although not all children of vampires are born vampires. Some are born to be what we call a half-blood. They live shorter lives and are essentially human.
Wait, so they're born, meaning you can have kids?
Why is it so surprising that we can bear and raise children?
Fair point. Continue. I'm sorry.
Next are the turned. These are humans who undergo a ritual to receive vampiric gifts. It is extremely dangerous, and quite often leads to a painful death. If successful, the turned gain our long lifespan and our strength, but they become allergic to sunlight, silver, and several spices. And they can be killed as easily as any human.
Who would want that kind of deal? No.
If I may continue, this next part is important.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Infected vampires are technically not really vampires. Once infected, they become beasts driven by their hunger. They gain claw-like nails and fangs, but none of the other strengths of the vampiric race. They also gain all of the weaknesses of turned and cursed vampires. They are basically trapped in a life of suffering.
Damn, that sounds horrible. How do they get infected?
By abominations and mutations like the one that attacked you. That's why we must stop it before it destroys the lives of any more humans.
Any more humans? Holy shit. Is that why all those people have gone missing?
Yes, Mr. Valmont. And if we do not act quickly, they will all likely die.
Valmont, the Black Raven Chronicles. Written by Jonathan Miller. Sound design by Marshawn McBride. Voice direction, Jacqueline Burns. Sound director is Nick Haney. Original compositions written and performed by Paul Flowers. Bring the Night by Midgard off the album Damage, featuring the voices of Stevie Summers, Nick Haney, Sam Saunders, Jonathan Phoenix, Corey Bishop, Adam Rose, Abigail Helms, Josh Slavinik, and E.C. Hart. Please support the podcast by going to patreon.com/The Carolina Storyteller. Hey folks, it's John. Thanks for listening to the second episode of Valmont. I hope that you enjoyed it. While the podcast is always going to be free for you to listen to, it's not free to make, which is why we have sponsors and why we have Patreon. You can support the podcast by going to patreon.com/The Carolina Storyteller and joining for as low as $1. I'd like to take a moment to thank our Patreon members, and they are Connor Jong, Jeremy Rickinson, The Josh and Polly Show, David, Gloria, Liz, Alexa, FireX Gaming, Anna Lenise Wallace, Otaku Bunny, Corey Bishop, Dragon Queen Jacqueline, Killing 15 Minutes, Truth or Demon Podcast, Applesauce, Adrian Michael Nina, and Natasha Klein. Thank you all for your support, and again, you can support this show by going to patreon.com/The Carolina Storyteller. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you.